All right, guys, so I did a thing. I switched. Yeah, I don't know what came over me. Now, to preface this video, what you guys may not know about me is I actually have been a diehard Windows boy for a really long time. I used to watch the Windows 98 screensaver for hours as a kid. I know. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mako here. If you're new to this YouTube channel, we talk about music stuff and making music. All right, so let's start somewhere because that's a very good place to start. I have had many Windows computers, many, but I also make music. Not a problem, right? I don't know how much you guys know about music software and video software, but a lot of the world prefers Macs. For one, there's a simple interface, AirDrop, it just works. The list just goes on and on. How many times do you look up on stage and you see the ThinkPad Lenovo logo up on the stage? Never, you never see that, do you? But this really wasn't a problem for me for most of the years that I've been doing this, or at least that's what I thought. I went through college with a Windows computer, I performed shows with a Windows computer, I've even produced all my tracks with a Windows computer up to this point, but I did notice a few issues, so let's talk about those. First off, while computers were cheap for me, they didn't last me very long. Second, it was really hard to find stability with the operating system. Third, I didn't find the interface to be as clean as I wanted it to be. What I really wanted to do a couple months ago was I wanted to build a PC. Every time that I was trying to edit videos and all that, and it's been why it's really hard to get these YouTube videos out here, is because it keeps crashing or it just takes forever to write stuff. The list is countless. There's tons of excuses I can make for why that's hard, but that's right. I wanted to build one. I mean, I had considered looking at Macs a while back, but I've never been able to get, in my normal job, I don't like messing with Macs. They've been a pain in the butt. So I started looking up PC parts. And I don't know if you look up PC parts right now, but they're so freaking expensive. So stop, scalpers. I'm talking to you. I was basically trying to look at all my options. And I do mean all my options. Thought about trying to buy all used parts and slowly build my computer over time. I looked at buying a used Mac. I looked at high-powered Windows laptops. And then I stumbled on it. The Mac Mini M1, 16 gig version. All right, so first, let me talk about the hardest part about moving over to a Mac M1. The keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, honestly, it took me a really long time to get used to CMD and not control for everything. I had to get a different keyboard, which I ended up getting this one, which you can see a link down in the description. And I got a different mouse because I needed a Bluetooth one. Also linked down in the description. But in all seriousness, the hardest part was moving files and setting up applications. For example, NTFS and Apple file systems are not the same thing. Windows uses NTFS by default, whereas Apple, the better option, at least as far as I know, is the Apple file system. All my Adobe apps installed well enough, no problems there. Same thing with Ableton, but the hard part is the weird compatibility stuff, and I had to buy a bunch of extra peripherals. But after this was all done, this was all done, I finally could settle in and get started. And here's what I love. For one, I love the simplicity. The simplicity just looks great. It helps me keep focused. I've really been trying to focus on minimalism and just simplifying interfaces to make it less distracting. I also love the fact that it integrates with my phone. That is just one of the most handy things that I was really looking forward to having. My apps don't crash nearly as often. And I have found, at least from moving from Windows computers to even a Mac M1, which I know are buggier, that there's still a better reliability on the Mac system. And this I know will only get better with time. I basically don't have to troubleshoot very many issues at home anymore. Just everything works a lot better. Once I got everything set up, everything is really easy to update. And if I have problems with Windows stuff, I downloaded Parallels as well to get me started with that, which you don't have to do to get started, but that is an option for some of you that are scared to make the switch. And there's tons of things that I don't know yet. Like, there's so many things that I want to know more about, but I don't, because I don't know everything. So here's a couple things that I just wanted to quick mention that are things that I have done that have really helped the transition and making things easier. First thing is I bought a dock extension here, which I'll put over the screen, but basically this expands the amount of USB ports, which might be a concern for some people out there that have like a bunch of USBs. I know I have a ton of USBs, my MIDI keyboard, lights, speakers, my audio interface, everything. Like there's a lot of things that I have to plug in, and I got one of these. It works just super seamlessly, and it also houses my external hard drive, which I keep a ton of my stuff on. I also switched to mostly Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, or at least I tried to. Now I got the Logitech K380, which I actually kind of dig. It's not the mechanical keyboard that I used to have, but I kind of like the slimness of it and the quietness of it. I also got the LG G305. This was actually the second mouse I tried, but I like this one a lot better than what I had previously. That's all I got for this video. I really have enjoyed my process moving over to the Mac, especially once everything got set, and I want to hear if there's people out there that have been struggling with the Switch. I found this pretty affordable, especially right now compared to what you can buy for Windows computers. So maybe you're in the same boat as me. Comment down below if you are, or if you have questions, or if you just have your own experiences you want to share, or why you hate Macs, because I've been in that boat before, and I still... there's a couple things I do miss about a Windows computer, but most of it has been pretty pleasant, especially nowadays with all the improvements to macOS that there have been. Anyway, I'm Mako. There will be more music on this channel, I promise, but right now I've been upgrading my crap so that you don't have to wait 3, 4, 5 months for me to put a video out there, because you deserve better. Anyway, I will see you all in the next Mako video. Peace, y'all.